Howdy y'all, it is Sunday and I wanted to record today, one, because there's an overcast, and overcasts are excellent for photography and videos because there's no harsh lighting, and two, because I am wearing this hoodie, and this hoodie is special because it's Maryland themed, and Maryland is my home, and also because it went all around Europe with me. And I had this footage saved in my phone for a long time, and I kept on asking myself, like, am I gonna share this? It's so short and choppy that it was iffy for me on whether or not I would, like, put it on YouTube. But I think it shows a really interesting side to traveling sheep, and I think it's funny. I hope it makes you laugh. Here's the footage. Don't judge me. If you think my hair is messy now, wait until you see what it looks like. And actually, I guess I'll give you a little bit of background. This was a hotel in Greece. I got a bad vibe the second my plane landed in Greece. Anyways, I usually take buses and walk to places in the middle of the night, even in cities that are kind of sketchy, but Athens gave me a vibe. So I did something that I had never done before, and I took a taxi in this place, and boy am I glad I did, because the front of this hotel was at the back side of an alley. And what you're about to watch is me actually discovering my room. Yeah. You know, I always book these hotels online, and I never really know what I'm getting myself into until I get there. I don't know what to say about this, and like, I really don't want to stay here, but I already paid 2 nights, so it's non-refundable. But like, I know my hair's a mess, I'm sorry. I just want you guys to see this. So there's a mirror. I don't even know what that is. Why is that there? Look at this purple chair. And then look up. Like, they have this giant mirror above the bed. I don't know what's going on. And it's not just that it's weird. Like, I'm just starting to, like, second guess the hygiene of this place. Like, why me? So that was the first room I was in. As you can imagine, I had a few thoughts running through my mind about what all of that was about. And think about that mirror up on the wall. You know, what I was picturing was, like, I have seen mirrors before where people can see through the other side. You know how it looks like a mirror on one side and it's like transparent on the other side? I don't know, that's just kind of what I was thinking. And I knew I couldn't get my money back. I booked this through Expedia, and they always say, like you can try, basically. But I know what happens because I've tried it before. The hotel will say, you have to ask Expedia. And in reality, Expedia has to ask them. So when an employee tells you that you have to go ask Expedia, it's basically them telling you no. Or I don't know why my camera just flipped itself, because I didn't do that. And I booked 2 nights here. I didn't know what I was going to do for the second night, but for the first night, it was already 1:30 in the morning. I was like, oh, hell no. So I needed a way out of here, and what I ended up doing was I was looking around for things wrong with the room. And luckily for me, the shower was dirty. Yay! And because it was a cheap hotel, I could tell they weren't going to have staff there that late. So I said to the guy downstairs, like, hey, my shower's dirty. Can you please come have staff clean it for me? This is what he said to me. He said, I'm sorry, we don't have anyone here who can clean your room right now. So we'll upgrade you for tonight, get your room cleaned tomorrow, and we can put you back in the room tomorrow. Like, what? I've never heard of that before. When a hotel needs to upgrade you or change your room, they never put you back. You keep the better room, because they fucked up. It's not your problem. And then, if they did change me, that would inconvenience me as a customer. Like, if they made me switch back, they would have to make sure that I got my bags out of the room by 11 a.m. and checked in again later the next day. That does not make sense. But let's be honest, we all know they should have been paying me, because we all know there were some creepy men just standing behind that mirror watching me. Anywho, the footage you're about to see is the room that they upgraded me to. So, update. I investigated my room a little bit and found out that the shower was filthy, so I made a complaint. I don't like making complaints, but it's so grossed out. And the dude was like, But don't worry, I'll upgrade you for tonight. We'll clean your shower, and you can go back to your room tomorrow. And like, yes, the room is bigger, but I don't know how much of an upgrade this is. We've got Beyonce, Marilyn Monroe, which I guess this is nice, but it's still very eccentric. I'm scared to look behind the curtains. I'm really scared. Snapchat, be with me. Oh my god, what is this? What's the window? Okay. And I ordered food from the front desk like 20 minutes ago and it's not here. And I don't think I'm staying here a second night. I paid like $40. And the neighborhood that it's in is a shithole. And like, I saw that online. I thought it was in a seedy neighborhood, but I've stayed in like not so great neighborhoods before. When I was driving, I got a taxi because I was like, you know what, let me just get a taxi to this place. We were driving down like the sketchiest street I have ever, I don't want to say this. And here's the thing about this second room. It wouldn't have seemed as weird or eccentric or creepy if I hadn't seen the first room. But like, to be honest, because of the first room, my experience there was already ruined. I was already paranoid about who was watching me. Like I am right now. No, I'm just kidding. But even the curtains were kind of creepy in that room. Like, they looked like they were blocking something, blocking me from seeing something, and they kind of were. One of them was blocking sliding glass doors. The whole thing was just weird. Needless to say, I did not sleep there a second night. I got my butt out of there, and I did try to say, hey, I want my money back, and they did say, go talk to Expedia. Something that bothers me about all of this is that it actually wasn't that cheap of a hotel. Like, I have stayed in hotels for almost the same exact price that were pretty darn good in Italy and France, and the economy in Greece is awful. So for the price I was paying, it should have been a nice hotel. Anyways, thank you for watching. Go follow me on Instagram. Bye.